Thanks for joining the Thrift Retailer, where we talk about the business side of thrift. Welcome to Micro Category Tips, Finding Value in Aloha Shirts, also called Hawaiian Shirts, Volume 3.
Aloha or Hawaiian shirts are still popular nearly a century after their introduction. There is something about their unique style and statement that people continue to love and collect. The name Aloha shirt was trademarked in 1936 by Ellery-chan, who sold them under the name King Smith. Aloha shirt is the local term. Hawaiian shirts started when they began showing up on the mainland.
Insider tip: on the islands never say, in the US, they are our 50th state, after Alaska. A better term to use is, on the mainland, when referring to something in the 48. In an international group, US mainland works well.
A few are worth north of $10,000, many are worth hundreds to thousands. The style is believed to have begun with repurposing kimono fabric. True vintage, especially pre-1950, can be quite valuable and easy to miss if you don't know what you are looking for. A few are worth north of $10,000, many are worth hundreds to thousands. An untrained textile producer in a thrift store that is turning out 100 pieces an hour isn't likely to notice. They may toss them in salvage because of their apparent age. An acquaintance of mine only sells Hawaiian shirts in his online store. Almost all are bought at thrift stores. He sometimes finds them online, with bad pictures or poor descriptions. He has developed an eye for the fabrics and look, he can spot one a mile away. He makes bank on that deep, narrow knowledge of this micro category. It's a side gig for him, and a very profitable one.
The first thing to look for:
Made in Hawaii on the label, or styled and made in Hawaii. Hawaii is one of the few places that has retained local manufacturing. Even modern shirts with this label are worth more. Many vintage will also use the name of the city of manufacture, a resort, or a store name. Some vintage will have made in California or Florida labels. These are also worth an extra look.
Common traits of vintage and some modern reproductions.
3 to 5 buttons. Neck collar loops are a huge giveaway. Buttons made of coconut, sometimes embossed metal. Buttonholes are horizontal, not vertical. Cabana pockets, generally pre-1970s. Those are pockets at the waist. Rayon, cotton, or silk. Rayon is popular because of the way it holds and absorbs dyes. Colors pop better with this fabric than any other. Rayon was especially popular from the mid-50s and before. Fine cotton became more common after that. Fabric care labels were not added until the 1960s. Reverse prints, where the inside is outside, came about in the 1960s. They are my favorite. The style is popular but for the most part not considered collectible. While researching for this article, I ran across several sites selling what they called vintage. When I clicked on specific items, they were available in all sizes. Maybe reproductions of actual vintage, but they can't possibly be true vintage. Also, modern legally required care labels are a dead giveaway.
Things that affect value:
age and label are huge. Condition and type of cloth. The design of the print. True Hawaiian design is not the same as other islands' designs. Tiki, royal processions, and bringing in the fish are popular, as were kimono fabrics. Early on, fabrics were printed in Japan and shirts were tailored in Hawaii. Early prints were made with as many as 21 different colors, each done by hand. Quality of the graphics. True vintage long sleeves are rare and valuable. Sotheby's sold one for over $10,000. Women's versions are underrated and often missed. Tops and dresses in this style made in Hawaii are hard to find. Hawaiians were generally smaller than modern Americans, so vintage shirts in larger sizes are hard to find. Prints that have been on TV. Think Magnum PI, for example. They are still being made by the Pacific Trading Company and sell for a premium online. The resale value is well above that of a run-of-the-mill shirt. Patch pocket that matches the print underneath. Any type made this way is of better quality.
A few labels to look out for: Shaheen, Reef, Stan Hicks, Pohoku, Poly, Nana, Muse, Royal Hawaiian, Ross Sutherland, Kaikamahine, Kahama Manufacturing Company. There are lots more, as making them was and is a cottage industry.
If you want to jump into the deep end of the pool, links to my main sources are listed in the description. Washington State University has a collection of about 100 early shirts. Not surprisingly, the University of Hawaii has over 5,000 Aloha-themed pieces in its collection.
Thanks for listening and watching. Sunset photo by Mike Baker on Unsplash. Today's episode was written and produced by Tim Jebauer of Thrift Retailer LLC and thriftretailer.com. Tim is happy to connect on LinkedIn. Voiceover by Descript.